In this video, we will be using z-scores to compare values. Jill scored a 710 on the verbal part of the SAT. The SAT verbal scores have a mean of 500 and a standard deviation of 100. Her boyfriend Jack took the American College Testing Test, the ACT, and scored a 27 on the verbal part. ACTs are normally distributed with a mean of 18 and a standard deviation of 6. Assuming the two tests measure the same ability, who did better? So because they are on different scales, the SAT scores and the ACT scores are very difficult to compare directly. When I see a 710 as opposed to 27, right away I'm not sure which one is better. Is 710 a good score? Is 27 a good score? That's what z-scores are for. Z-scores provide a way to standardize the scores so you can compare them to each other and have a better job at getting a feel for which one is better. So let's use the formula that we know for z-score, which is like this. The z-score is going to be the value that you have minus the mean divided by the standard deviation. Okay, so for Jill, her score was 710. Okay, let me switch colors here. So I'll do Jill here in blue. So Jill's z-score is 710 minus, alright, and they said for SATs the mean was 500, so minus 500, divided by a standard deviation of 100. Okay, so her z-score, just put this in the calculator, so that's 2.1. That means she scored 2.1 standard deviations above the mean. That's pretty high. But let's see how that compares to her boyfriend, which I'll do in pink. Alright, her boyfriend, well, Jack. Alright, so we have Jill and now Jack. So let's see. So Jack's z-score is looking like this. He scored a 27. Alright, and we're going to subtract the mean of 18 and divide by the standard deviation, which was 6. Okay, let's put that in the calculator. Alright, so based on the z-score, Jack's ACT score is not looking so impressive. He only scored 1.5 standard deviations above the mean. So we can say Jill did better because her score is 2.1 standard deviations above the mean, whereas Jack's score is only 1.5 standard deviations above the mean. And that is how you use z-scores to compare values.